Welcome to Everything Browns Nation. I am Corey Boyd here on a Sunday at 12 o'clock p.m. It is Browns off-season talk. Thank you for everybody who is tuning in right now live on YouTube. If you are new to our YouTube page, please give a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on those notifications live on YouTube. This is the Browns offseason, June 30th. It feels like it's a mile away before Browns football gets underway. Can September get here? You know, I'm a little hot and cold on that because I hate the fall. Not fall, I hate winter. Fall is okay, but I hate winter. But I am ready for Browns football to get started. George says good afternoon. Good afternoon, George. Good to see you in the chat section, in the comments, chat, whatever you want to call it. Good to see you, George. Everything Browns Nation. Just try to be the voice of the fans. And I'll say it again. I am no analyst, just a fan with an opinion. And let's talk about it. Let's debate. Let's have good conversation about our Cleveland Browns. Let's have some fun. Let's get it started. Let me know how you're feeling if you're watching live on YouTube or whenever you see this video. Let me know how you are feeling live on YouTube. Just let me know. Let me know how you're feeling. And if you see this later, you can let me know how you're feeling. I always want to know. So let's get this started. You know, I was looking around at some things, scurrying the internet, the chat section, and I seen Phil Sims' son, Chris Sims. You know, I don't I'm not a guy that likes to, put people down. I don't want to say, what are you talking about? Not usually, I don't want to do that. But Chris Sims listed Baker Mayfield as his 17th best QB in the NFL. Now, come on. I usually am not the guy that go, well, you are absolutely incorrect. Because, hey, Chris Sims played football. He's on a huge platform. He knows more football probably than me. But 17? The 17th best quarterback in the NFL. Now, I know what some people are going to say outside of Browns Nation. You're wearing a Baker Mayfield t-shirt. You are so biased. It's a Brown show. Of course, you're going to say Baker Mayfield is higher than 17. Chris Sims is on point. He's being objective. You're not objective. Okay, well, I took a look at this list and I said, well, maybe he's taking he's looking at Baker's second year, so he doesn't want to put him too high. Then I looked at the list. I didn't even watch the video. I just looked at the list. I didn't want to see any reasoning. I just wanted to see the names on the list, and maybe that is my fault. Maybe you heard his reasoning and you watched his analysis, and maybe he's right. But 17, and then I took a gander and I looked and I said, Tom Brady's number 9 and Drew Brees is number 10. I already said this list can go somewhere now. Now, if anybody has watched this show, you already know the hatred I have for Tom Brady. You already know the hatred I have for Tom Brady. But number 9, the 9th best quarterback in the league. So Baker being at 17 is a joke if Tom Brady's number 9. Okay? What are you talking about? Aaron said, what's up, Corey? Good to see the show again. Was gone last week. Norman Klein says, good afternoon, Corey. Good afternoon. Aaron says, good size of you on the show. Cheryl says, dog check. She's asking for a dog check.
Dog check!
You ask and you shall receive. That's what we do on this show.
Dog check!
You ask and you shall receive. Dog check. Thank you, people who are in the chat. I appreciate it. I love the fans. I love the comments. 17, Tom Brady 9, Drew Brees number 10. Okay, Chris Sims. I'll indulge in this little list that you have. So I took a little gander. Number 1 was Aaron Rodgers. Okay, Patrick Mahomes was number 2. I'm not even going to argue at that. But I'm stuck on 9 and 10 being Tom Brady and Drew Brees, and Baker at 17. So I looked at a couple quarterbacks ahead of Baker Mayfield. Agree or disagree with me? Let me know right now. Nick Foles was right ahead of Baker. Kirk Cousins. Dak Prescott. I just looked at those 3. Now, I know right now, people with a Dak, of course Dak Prescott's better than Baker Mayfield. Okay. Let's take Nick Foles, for instance. I'm going to zero in on Nick Foles. Now, people who know me, listen. I know he won a Super Bowl. I understand it. He balled out in the Super Bowl. But obviously, on this list, he's not going by achievements. He's not. Because there's no way Tom Brady and Drew Brees will be 9 and 10. This is not achievements. He's going into this season. Nick Foles, I am sorry. If you put truth serum into anybody right now and said, who do you want to quarterback your team? If you took hatred out of it, if you took bias, I'm a little biased. I'm not going to be a hypocrite with Nick Foles. I have never believed in Nick Foles. That's just me. Now, he proved people wrong in the Super Bowl. Listen, for an entire season, if you took truth serum and you said, who do you want to quarterback your team? Baker Mayfield or Nick Foles for an entire season? Not a playoff run, not a dose of energy, not a boost of let's get our team going. For an entire season, who do you want to quarterback your team? But Corey, Baker's only played 1 year. Nick Foles is a veteran. I understand. I'm still taking Baker Mayfield, and I know I'm wearing a Baker Mayfield t-shirt. So that could take me out of the running if you want. But I'm taking Baker Mayfield over Nick Foles. Okay? I'm taking Baker Mayfield over Nick Foles, and a couple of numbers I had to jot down. He's played 5 games in the regular season, 7 games in 2017, 5 games in 2018. If you go back to 2015 in St. Louis when he played 11 games, 13 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. I know people will say, well, he played for Jeff Fisher, and Jeff Fisher ruins everybody. That's fine. You can argue that too. But true serum, I'm taking Baker Mayfield over Nick Foles any day of the week. He had Nick Foles just above Baker Mayfield, and then he had Kirk Cousins above Baker Mayfield. I'm taking Baker Mayfield over Kirk Cousins. I didn't even want to write down the numbers because I know Kirk Cousins' numbers are better than Baker Mayfield. I understand that. But if you put true serum inside of me and probably a lot of people, they would take Baker Mayfield in front of Kirk Cousins. They may not want to admit it. I would take Baker Mayfield too, because when push comes to shove, when you need a win, Kirk Cousins just ain't cutting it. He's just not going to cut it. Give me Baker Mayfield. But 17. Hey, if that's how he feels, that's how he feels. Aaron said, is it on Facebook? No, it's just, we're live on YouTube. I made some posts on Facebook. We're going to be live on YouTube going from here on forward for a while. Live on YouTube. I made a post on Everything Browns Nation. I got a lot of likes on the post, so I thought people was understanding I'm going live. But hey, it's all good though. We're going live on YouTube, Aaron. Clyde said it's not on FB. It is on Facebook. And George said I don't think so. Yeah, it's just on YouTube. And I appreciate you guys rocking with me. Hey, 1, 5, 2, 3, 20, 30. I'm going to be rocking with y'all, and I appreciate it. All the new subscribers on YouTube, turn on those notifications. Give us a like. Give us a share. We appreciate you. Everything Browns Nation. Live podcast Sundays at 12 o'clock. But I think Baker at 17, that's just a little bit ridiculous to me. And I think this list should be thrown out because Breeze and Tom Brady are 9 and 10. Right there. Just throw the list out. Throw it out right there. As soon as you see those numbers, this list, I don't care what the explanation is. I don't care if you think that they're getting old. It doesn't matter. 9 and 10, 9 and 10. Right there, it's over. It's over for me. So Baker is not number 17. He's just not. I think he's better than those 3 I just named. And I know I will get pushed back for Dak. That's fine. I know you're going to say he wins games. He's a winner. That's fine. If you ask me who do I want to be my quarterback, I'm picking Baker on that as well. You can send me hate tweets. You can send me whatever you want. I'll take Baker Mayfield on that as well. So you let me know. Baker, yes, no. Is that too much? Is that not enough? Is he out of his mind? Is he out of my mind? Should Chris Sims send me something? I don't know. But I don't think Baker Mayfield should be that low on the quarterback list, even though he's going in to year 2. Now, he did have him above Derek Carr and Jared Goff and Mitchell Trubisky and Sam Darnold and blah, blah, blah. But 17, come on, my guy. Come on. Give him a little more respect than that. I want to thank everybody for watching. This is Everything Browns Nation. If it's your first time watching on YouTube, I appreciate you. If you came over from Facebook, it's all love. You know how we do here. Give you a dog check. You know how we do here on Everything Browns Nation. As I look out my soundboard, I ain't got my glasses on, so I got to pull it a little closer. You know what big dogs do here on Everything Browns Nation. We're waiting for the season to start. Training camp tickets went on sale. As soon as they went on sale, they sold out within the first hour. Was anybody able to get a ticket? I wasn't. I mean, I didn't get a ticket. Did anybody get a ticket? If you were, let me know. I didn't get one. Mail me a ticket if you got one. I'm just playing. You ain't got to mail me a ticket. But I didn't get a ticket. Did you get a ticket? Did anybody get a ticket? But everybody is ready, is pumped for training camp. They want to go see Landry. They want to go see Beckham. They want to go see this offense. They want to go see this defense. Everybody is pumped up. It's a good time to be a Browns fan now. And a hater. We got those too. But it is exciting. I'm just ready for football to start. I don't know about you guys. I'm ready to roll. And it's amazing. It is amazing. I wish I could have got a ticket. I wish somebody would send me a ticket. Baker Mayfield is in the news for numerous things. Numerous things like working out with Mark Wahlberg. I was trying to get to my mouse if you wonder what I was doing there. Mark Wahlberg, Baker Mayfield, worked out in California. Why is this news? Because it's Baker Mayfield. When you have a star like Baker Mayfield, this is news. Have we ever had this before as Browns? No. No, we haven't. But it's news now. He's getting married soon, working out with movie stars, and this is what happens now that we have a star like this. This goes out in the news. Have we ever had this before? No. Nobody cared about Cleveland. Nobody wanted to work out with any of our players that were movie stars. Nobody cared, but now this is news. Mark Wahlberg working out with Baker Mayfield. This is news now. This is what we get. This is what we have to get ready for. Aaron says, likes the shirt. Cheryl says, I agree, Corey. Throw the list away. It deserves the Kawhi laugh. Let me get that laugh for you. Let me get that laugh. That's what that list does deserve when you put, let me get back to it, when you put Tom Brady and Drew Brees 9 and 10. That's what you get. I know I'm going back, but I just seen that comment, so I wanted to acknowledge that comment. Thank you, Cheryl, for making that comment. But when you do that, that is just absurd. Absurd. Drew Brees 9. Tom Brady 9. Drew Brees 10. Baker 17. That is just absurd. Another thing that was absurd. Fans, family, friends, the disrespect that we get as Browns fans makes me want to puke. A random study. I want to know why studies happen. If somebody explain this to me. A random study. I guess somebody was just in the office one day and said, you know what? I'm going to do a study on fans because I'm bored with myself. A study ranked the Browns as the 6th worst fan base in the NFL. Really? Like, you were just one day, you said, you know what? I'm going to do a poll. I'm just going to make sure that we have to get some negative energy on Browns fans. And how can we be the 6th worst fan base in the NFL? After all we've been through, we're the 6th worst fan base in the entire National Football League. Are you kidding me? That's a bunch of crap if I have ever heard of it in my entire life. Now, it came from categories. It came from equity and social equity and road equity. Who cares? Who cares? It ranked us 27th, with only the Bengals, Jaguars, Titans, Chiefs, and Rams fans ranked lower than us. Now, listen, I don't defend any fans at all, but have you seen, I don't care about the numbers and all this. Have you seen the Chiefs Stadium at a road game against the Chiefs? Does anybody want to say, you know what? The Chiefs fans are terrible. I can't wait to go play at Kansas City. No, they don't say that. This study that was made, that was took in an office when they were bored, is absolutely pathetic. pathetic 6th worst in the NFL. After all we've been through, after every quarterback that has failed, after every draft pick that we've made and we have dropped our head, we're the 6th worst fan base. We held a freaking parade for a winless season, and we're the worst fan base. Now, listen, I didn't like the parade, but that's just me. But you had fans out there in the cold for a winless parade, and we're the worst fan base. Are you sure Colin Cowherd did not make this analysis, this fan base, this poll, this study? Was he not in his office with his Baker Mayfield t-shirt on making this? I don't understand. Yes, Norman, he does. Thank you, Norman. He deserves the Kawhi Leonard laugh. Whoever this guy is, whoever did this, he deserves the Kawhi Leonard laugh. Thank you, Norman, for chiming in. He deserves the laugh. Steven says the study is a joke. It is a joke. I know it wasn't Colin, but I think he had something to do with it because he had something going on talking about our fans. The 6th worst. Like, who in their right mind would go, you know what? Cleveland, those fans are terrible, because they've been losing for so long. Let's go ahead and put them down. Let's look at their social media numbers. Ha ha. Yeah. The followers. That's terrible. It's things like this that just makes me wonder. They're just ready to hate on us. So get ready. Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. Fasten them because they're ready to hate. They're ready to pounce on us. Get your seatbelts strapped on because they're ready. It doesn't matter what we do. If we're down at halftime, the hate's coming out. If we're losing by 3, the hate is coming because they make studies like this. 6th worst. Wow. Okay. But who am I? I'm just giving my opinion. What do I know? I don't know much, but I know we ain't the 6th worst fan base in the NFL. I'll tell you that right now because we've been through a whole lot to be the 6th worst fan base in the NFL. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you're new on YouTube, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. And if you've come over from Facebook, I appreciate you guys. We will be live every Sunday, 12 o'clock on the dot, maybe 12:01. I don't want to be a liar. Maybe 12:02, depending on my system, depending on what happens. But you get the general gist. 12 o'clock YouTube, 12 o'clock on YouTube. I'm going to keep saying that. 12 o'clock on YouTube. Subscribe, like, share, turn on those notifications. I appreciate everybody. That's what that guy gets. And that's what Chris Sims gets for putting Baker number 17 on his quarterback list.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
And that's what you guys get for joining me. You woke up feeling dangerous. And I appreciate you guys for joining me right now. We have another lightning rod superstar that is just going to give us more electricity and more hate. The more hate, the better. I can deal with hate. Some people can't deal with it. I can. It's okay. I have thick skin. It is okay. I get hate a lot. You're terrible. You are trash. I don't know what you're talking about. You are pathetic. I get that a lot. It's okay. I can deal with it. A lot of people can't. OBJ can deal with it. He is on another level than a lot of us in life. Hey, it comes with the territory. Some people say, hey, you make millions of dollars. Deal with it. I'm like, man, listen, I don't care how much money you make. Hate is hate. Some people can't take it. Some people can. Come on now. Just because you make a lot of money don't mean you should just get hated on for no reason. But that's here nor there. OBJ speaks out on the Giants in the past couple of weeks. I seen something yesterday, Eli saying the Giants will be better without Odell Beckham Jr. I guess that's what he's supposed to say. I'm not going to get mad at that. We'll see. I think he could have said something a little better. He's Eli Manning. He's supposed to be the veteran. He should just say we're going to try to win games, but I guess he can say that. But Odell Beckham Jr. just said that it wasn't working for him anymore. I felt with the Giants I was stuck at a place that wasn't working for me anymore via his complex.com interview with Jacob Davey. He wasn't going to reach his full potential there mentally, physically, spiritually. Everything I felt capable of doing, I just couldn't see it happening there. That's a little portion of his interview. Now, I'm sure some people had a problem with him saying that. Well, you would still be in New York if you didn't get traded. You wanted to be there. You're just saying that because you got traded. Maybe he felt like that the whole time. He wasn't a free agent. What's wrong with him coming out and saying that? Listen, in my humble opinion, OBJ is now with a quarterback who's more like him. His age range, his swag, his confidence. He's got the arm strength to get him the ball. He's with his best friend in Jarvis Landry. Now, am I saying was Cleveland on his number one list to get traded? Probably not. But he's here. He's feeling good. What's wrong with talking about it? Everybody wants to complain. There's always something. But it's going to happen. It's going to come with the territory of being OBJ. Why is he still talking about it? Well, hello, he spent his whole career in New York. He's just not going to stop talking about it. And in the interviews, he's going to talk about being a New York Giant. We have two lightning rods on this team, Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham Jr. A lot of the stories are going to be about them too. We might as well get used to it. I love it. I love that he's talking about it. He feels like he has potential here, and it is great. Cheryl says he's a hater. Steve said that study is a joke. Clyde said there's a huge target on our back this season. We can't blink wrong. That is right. Odell can't blink wrong. Baker can't blink wrong. Us as fans can't blink wrong. We're going to get attacked. We have to be ready. And Odell's just speaking his truth. There is nothing wrong with that. He also said, I'm very excited by the culture at the Browns. It's building over the years, and they've got players, and I just know I'm going to click with. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to keep harping on this. I have harped on it before. There's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. The first hint of controversy, you're going to have every analyst, every expert in the world. Ha! I told you it wasn't going to work. Look, he dropped a pass. He was thinking about something else. I knew it. He is upset. He don't want to be in Cleveland. Look at that. He tripped and fell. Come on, man. It is what it is. The man's happy. He seems happy. It works for me. I'm glad he's talking about it. Well, if he didn't talk about it, people say he hasn't talked about it yet. He's not talking about leaving New York. He wants to go back. He can't win. I love having Odell here. I do. People say, well, wait for the drama. Just wait. It's going to happen. He's going to punch a kicking net. Oh, my goodness. Who cares? Talent. That's what I love. And if you've never watched me on the show before, I love talent. That's what I'm talking about. Give me talent any day of the week. Just give me talent. Give me Odell Beckham Jr. and make it work. There's nothing wrong with that. Appreciate you guys sticking with me. I appreciate everybody. And if you just tuned in to Everything Browns Nation live podcast, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. I would appreciate it. Switching sides of the ball, switching topics, switching everything. There was also another article, Pro Football Focus, on Myles Garrett and Olivier Vernon. I got the two T's on there. I finally got it right. I blow it with his name sometimes. I don't know. Talked about those two as edge rushers. My goodness, let me get it right. Got them as third best in the NFL coming into this season, behind J.J. Watt, Jadeveon Clowney, Joey Bosa, and Melvin Ingram. Only behind those two set of edge rushers becomes Myles Garrett and Olivier Vernon.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
That got me excited.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
I don't know about you guys, but that got me excited. We talk about the offense a lot here. Deservedly
I woke up
so.
feeling dangerous.
But those two right there, that looks like a scary duo. If you look at that duo right there, that looks scary. I can't wait to see those two get at the quarterback. Olivier Vernon is just going to make Myles Garrett that much better, and vice versa. Those two coming off the edge along with Sheldon Richardson in the middle as well, the other new addition that they added. I can't wait to see these two harass quarterbacks, making our defensive backs' jobs so much easier. If you don't have to defend the pass that long, then my goodness, they're just going to feast. Looking at the numbers from Pro Football Focus on these two, where they were ranked, Garrett finished 6th last year. Vernon finished 7th. In 11 games, Vernon had 7 sacks and 21 quarterback hits for the New York Giants last year. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. I don't know what will get your blood pumping, your blood boiling. If those two right there you see on your screen behind me, I don't know what will get you excited if that doesn't. Those two coming at the opposing quarterback, coming at the 9th best quarterback, Tom Brady, according to Chris Sims. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. No, he's not number 9 to me. I'm just going with Chris Sims. Chris Sims told me that, so I'm just reiterating what Chris Sims said. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. Myles Garrett and Olivier Vernon meeting at the quarterback. Who will dance first? Who will celebrate first? Who will get the full sack? Who will get the half sack? Who will get the strip fumble? Those two meeting at the quarterback. Myron says, hey, Corey. Hey, Myron Bell. How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in to Everything Browns Nation. I appreciate you for tuning in to the show. If that don't get you pumped up, I don't know what will. In this off season, as we wait patiently every day for this team to take the field. I know I do. Every day. It's hard, but we got to do it. This is Everything Browns Nation live podcast. It is 12:30, and if you're still here rocking with me, I appreciate it. It is hot in Columbus, Ohio.
Dog check!
You get a dog check if you're still here. If you're not, that's okay too. Just swing on by. I appreciate that as well. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, turn on those notifications. I appreciate you all. It's going to be a great season. Another thing that I wanted to speak on, I spoke on it earlier this week, put out a video on it, but I wanted to speak on it again just because I wanted to. Nick Chubb, top 10 running back. I still don't think Nick Chubb gets the due that he deserves out of all that's happened in this offseason. I think he's the guy that's still not getting what he deserves. As you can see, is he a top 10 running back? I've said it before. If you haven't seen the video, you can check it out on our YouTube page. Cheap plug. You're watching it now. Duh. On our YouTube page. But he is a top 10 running back according to Maurice Jones-Drew, number 9. And I think he is going to be huge this season for this team. Kareem Hunt obviously coming in, stole some headlines. Duke Johnson requesting a trade, stole some headlines. Of course, Odell Beckham was the headline. Antonio Callaway rising in training camp, stole some headlines. But you got Nick Chubb, who is just under the radar, the Kawhi Leonard of our team. Just quiet. Doesn't bother nobody. He just does his thing, minds his business, runs for 100-something yards, gains a touchdown. Just another day at the office. Nick Chubb is going to be, if not one of the most important players on offense. We know Baker Mayfield's important. We don't even have to talk about that. That is obvious. But Nick Chubb, like I said, now granted, I am not going to sit here and lie to you guys. When the draft happened, I wanted Baker and Saquon. Yes, you can laugh in my face if you want. That's who I wanted. But that's why I always tell people I am not a GM. I am a fan. Dorsey said, shut up, Corey. I know what I'm doing. Nick Chubb, Ward, Baker, I'll take it. Thank you, Dorsey, for doing what you do. Nick Chubb, my goodness, I can't wait. This guy, I'm telling you right now, my breakout player is already Antonio Callaway. I'm not gonna do the obvious like some articles say. Nick Chubb is going to be the breakout player, and so is Baker. Okay, well, anybody can do that. But Nick Chubb is the Kawhi Leonard of this team. Quiet, the player nobody talks about. I'm going to spotlight him once again. Yes, he's a top 10 running back. I agree with Maurice Jones-Drew. I think he's going to get even more love this year due to the weapons on offense, especially Beckham stretching the field. I can't wait to see this guy go, get it going. George says Chubb for mayor of Cleveland. Lori says, hey, Corey, woof, woof. Chubb should be in the top 10. We got to love Nick Chubb. I'm telling you, this guy, the Kawhi Leonard, man. I'm telling you, the Kawhi Leonard of Cleveland. Just quiet. Doesn't talk much. Doesn't do it. Now, I'm not saying he's boring as Kawhi Leonard. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he's not flamboyant. He just does his job, brings his lunch pail to work. Give me that 100 yards. Give me that TD. I'm going to go home, come back next week. Do the same thing. He should be spotlighted. Definitely a top 10 running back. And if you disagree, you can disagree. That is fine. But to me, he is a top 10 running back for sure. No doubt about it. Explanation point. Period. Bold. Italicize it. Whatever you want to say about Nick Chubb, watch out. I can't wait. That game right there behind you was his breakout story, his breakout game. And even though I love Carlos Hyde because I'm a Buckeye, I think that was the day. That was the day that John Dorsey woke up and said, well, Hyde's got to go. Hyde has got to go. But Nick Chubb, got to show love for my guy, Nick Chubb. I got to do it. I don't want to harp on it too much, but I got to do it because I don't think he gets enough. He may get enough from us as fans. I'm talking about the outside media doesn't show him enough. So I'm going to take the time right now while I can to show Nick Chubb the proper respect that he deserves. And that's my Nick Chubb rant of the day. Everything Browns Nation, I want to appreciate everybody who's still rocking with me. Everybody in the comments who has made a comment. I want to thank you guys for watching. Everything Browns Nation live on YouTube, 12 p.m. on Sundays. 12 p.m. Turn on those notifications. Share, like. Tell every Browns fan to become part, the voice of the fans. I'm just a fan that has opinions just like the rest of you. They could be right, they could be wrong, but I do what I could do to try to bring the best that I can to my ability. And I love you guys. Every single one of you. Clyde says, who is your favorite Cleveland Brown so far? That is a very good question, my good sir. So far. Well, I'm going to tell you this. This is going to be a cliche answer, and here's why. Because of what he's done, the resurgence that he has brung to this city. It's going to be this man right here. And I got the shirt on. It's the resurgence that he has brung to this city. It's unbelievable. If you would have told me that June 30th, 2019 at 12:37 p.m. that Vegas would have us in Super Bowl runnings, that Vegas would have us in the playoffs, that Vegas would have us winning the AFC North. If you told me this last year, and I'm being honest, I would have laughed in your face. I would have. Oh, please. That's not going to happen. So for that fact, that's not me being, well, that's the easy pick. That's the pick because of the impact that he has had. The impact is why I'm picking Baker Mayfield. Don't worry about the little headline there. That's just yeah. And he's not 17th best QB either. But the impact that he has had. I could have picked Chubb. I could have picked Landry. I could have picked Beckham. I could have picked Ward. I could have picked that. But the impact that he's had, it starts and ends with the quarterback of an NFL franchise. It just does. You can say what you want. You can say it starts and ends with the quarterback. It just does. And this time last year, I don't know one person who can say, and if you can, more power to you, that can say they seen this coming 1 year ago. We going to be talking about playoffs and Vegas got us as Super Bowl contenders and Odell Beckham is going to be on the squad. And no. And it's all because this is the first draft in how long? We won't even worry about a quarterback. So it's the impact that he made. I got to go with Baker. I've got to. Due to the impact, the swag. We wake up as Cleveland Browns fans. We wake up. And now it doesn't want to work, but that's okay.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
Thank you, sound effects machine. Thank you.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
That's how we wake up as Cleveland Browns fans every morning because of the impact of the quarterback. We wake up with hope on a Sunday now. We don't wake up on a Sunday going, well, let's just be in the game. Let's just hope. Let's just hope we can win. No, we wake up with hope. We wake up with belief. We wake up on Sunday now. Oh, man, listen, we win in this game. That's how we wake up. So, what do you got? Who is your guy favorite Brown so far? Enough of me talking. If you're still watching, what's your guy's favorite Cleveland Brown so far? What is your guy's favorite Cleveland Brown so far? Mine, Baker Mayfield. It's Baker, without a shadow of a doubt. Baker Mayfield. It just is. George says, Clyde, that's going to be Chubb. Clyde says, my vote split for Baker and Chubb. George, thanks for the answer, Corey. Oh, thanks for the answer, Corey. Clyde said, I saw all this coming. Just kidding. Couldn't have guessed all this. It just is. I mean, I don't know what else to say. And Chris Sims has him listed as 17th best QB in the NFL. All he's done for this city. And you have him ranked 17th. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. That has nothing to do with the question, no. But still. I'm going with Baker Mayfield. Thanks for the question. I appreciate it. Agree, disagree. You can tell me who your favorite player is in the comments, or you don't have to. That's up to you. But I'm going with Baker Mayfield for what he has done for this city. What he's done for this city. That's just a joke. But anyways, I'm going with Baker Mayfield. Appreciate the question. One more thing I wanted to get to, if I can find it, trying to do two things at once. That was a song. Not really. Browns, but pro football. Yeah, I'm just on one today. Browns roster ranked 18th by Pro Football Focus. 18th. I like it though. I like it. Yes, this is good. I know you're thinking, good? How is this good? What are you talking about good? 18th? We are way better. Listen, hear me out. And then after you hear me out, you can tell me I am retarded. I'm nuts. What are you talking about? Take your mic, go home, turn off your computer, take your water you haven't drank yet, and just go somewhere. That's fine. 18th. I like it. Why? Look at that man right there behind me. He loves a chip on his shoulder, man. Listen, what? 18? I'll show you. Watch this. Everybody's been pumping us up. The Browns, woo! Look at them, Super Bowl, playoffs, winning the AFC North. Not Pro Football Focus. They got us as the 18th roster. That means there's 17 teams better. 17 teams. Last time I checked, I don't think 17 teams get in the playoffs, right? No. I like it. That makes me happy. Chip win. Now I know Pro Football Focus is not the end all be all. Don't get me. I understand that, but I like it. It finally gives us. Hey, not everybody is singing all roses. Not everybody is saying the Browns is the greatest thing since sliced pie. I don't know if everybody says that, but this is what I'm saying is good. Give us a chip. Give us fans a chip too. A lot of fans are walking around. Yeah, Super Bowl, baby. Watch this. 16-0. Whoa. Calm down. I like it. I was looking at it. The top 5 rosters they have: Patriots, Rams, Saints, Eagles, Bears. Patriots, Rams, Saints, Eagles, Bears. Okay. They have Browns have 5 players in the next best category as good high quality with grades of 80 to 89.9. Nick Chubb 87.5, our guy Nick Chubb. Myles Garrett 87, Olivier Vernon 86.3, Mayfield 84.5, and Greedy Williams for his LSU season of 80.5. This is all based off last year's success pointed from Greedy Williams' rank because he hasn't even played in the NFL. He hasn't even played. Norman says, where do they find these people that rank the Browns? We got to like it, Norman. We have to like it. We have to like it. But you get a Kawhi laugh for that, Norman. You get a Kawhi laugh. But we have to, this is what I like. We have to embrace it. Just embrace it. 18. Look, we are terrible fans. We're just horrible. We are horrible fans in the 18th best roster. But that's fine. That is fine. Let's embrace it. Let's embrace it. And let's see what else they had. They had 10 projected starters in the below average, with a rating of 0 to 69.9, with Christian Kirksey ranked lowest on the team at 46. Now, if that ain't below average, I don't know. That's an F. That's an F minus. 46. Jannard Avery at 54.8, based on college. Austin Corbett, 54.9. Greg Robinson, 59.6. Antonio Callaway, 63.6. Larry Ojanobi, 64. Chris Hubbard, 65.1. David Njoku, 66.7. Morgan Burnett, 66.7. And TJ Carey, 66.9. The Ravens was above us. Pittsburgh was above us. But the Bengals were below us at 25. Steelers were number 8. 10 spots above us. So, hey, I'm embracing it. 18, Steelers 8. Now, I know what Steelers fans are going to say. We got Big Ben. We got Juju. We got James Carter. What have you done in the past 2 decades? I got nothing for you. When people ask me that, nothing. I don't sit there and argue with that. I don't argue with past. What have you done in 2 decades? Nothing. What's your next question? But I ain't talking about the past. I'm talking about in this season. We'll see this season. I don't go into revisionist history. When is the last time you made the playoffs? You're right. I don't argue in past because we're not talking about the past. We're talking about this coming season. So that's what I'm talking about. But when people say that, what have you done in the last 2 decades? You're right. Absolutely nothing. That's what makes us not the 6th worst fan base because I'm still here. But hey, let's embrace this ranked 18th. Let's embrace this 6th worst fan base in the NFL, because we got to stick together. Because if we don't stick together, nobody's going to stand with us. Okay, we have been the laughing stock of football for I don't know how long. Whenever I say I'm a Browns fan, people just laughed in my face. Okay, they laughed. Who do you like, the Browns? That's what they did to me. Okay, but I took it on the chin. And I'm still here. And now all of a sudden, now that we're good, they want to make up studies from people in their closet on their laptop. Now we're 18th. But that's fine. That is okay. That is okay. Clyde says, sounds like Madden rankings. Madden. And George says, can we avoid all the talking to the Browns take the field? People are putting all the stress on the players. George, there's no way to avoid it. If I was to avoid it, I couldn't start a show till September. Well, I mean, I could. I mean, that's possible. But there's no way. I mean, every time you turn on the TV, Baker Mayfield got an edge up next on ESPN. I'm like, my goodness, this man right here. I understand what you're saying, but I think the players thrive in it, George. If I'm being honest with you, I think this is what they thrive on. They thrive. I think they want this more than we do. They love this stuff. They are the prime of competitors. I think this is what they thrive on. They see stuff like this. They're like, okay, yeah. You want to criticize me for saying I want to bring rings to the Browns? That's cool. I think they thrive on this. But there's nothing else to do in this offseason, George. All they got to talk about is Cleveland. I mean, but if you think about it, we ain't never had that in forever. Never, ever, ever. We ain't never had that since I've been around. I've been around for a little bit. We ain't never had that. George said, laugh out loud, you the man, true. Well, I appreciate that. I don't know about, but I appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody who is still rocking with me here on YouTube. Everything Browns Nation. 12 o'clock, like I said, we used to stream on Facebook. And we're going live on YouTube. And the reason why I went on YouTube, not like you care, but I'm going to tell you anyways because you're watching, so I'm going to tell you. I had this YouTube page, and I was doing nothing with it. And I felt like I was neglecting YouTube. Just neglecting it. I always said, you know what? Yeah, I got you guys. And then I did absolutely nothing. Just nothing. YouTube was, and you can't do many things on YouTube you can do on Facebook. So you said, you know what? I can at least do the podcast on YouTube. So I'm gonna do the podcast on YouTube. Hopefully, people will understand that it's on YouTube. I mean, I say it all the time, but hey, it's okay. The people that are with me, that rock with me, they will get there, and I will do the show whether one person's watching, 5, 10, 11, 60, one day, 100, whatever. We are here. This is Everything Browns Nation. I will do the show until I can't do it no more. However long that is. But I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Everything Browns Nation. I mean, you guys can let me know. Are you ready for Browns football? I am. I'm tired. Listen, George. I'm being honest with you. I'm tired of talking about it. Listen, it's June. June. It ain't close to September, okay? I would much rather be talking about games and what they did on the field and practice, but I can't. I got to talk about Colin Cowherd's hate for Baker. I got to talk about OBJ, all the hate for OBJ, but I will do it. It's fine with me because I'm a Browns fan. I'll do it until the cows come home. Another analogy that I just use for no reason. But I will do it. So recap, if you just joined us, Baker is 17th best QB in the NFL according to Chris Sims. Tom Brady is 9th best QB and Drew Brees is 10th. Good job, Chris Sims. I mean, I am going to start doing my rankings because if you can do that, maybe I should be able to do that too. That is not that hard. Oh my goodness. I could do that. George says, of course I'm ready. Show me the money. King Al says, the reason a windshield is so big and a rearview mirror is so small. I agree. This is the past is just that. Man, if I had hold on. Let me, man, I got to get him something for that. What do I got here? What do I got? What do I?
Dog check!
King Al gets a dog check. He gets a, what else does he get? He gets a big dog. Do I got anything else for you, King Al? Do I got anything else?
I woke up feeling dangerous.
You got all three for that one. Let me read that one again. Let me read King Al. There's a reason a windshield is so big and a rear view mirror is so small. I agree. The past is just that. How did I miss that comment? King Al, if you are still watching, you got all three sound effects. Hopefully you're still there. If I had a hand clap, I'd give you that one too. But I don't have one of those sound effects. I love that comment, King Al. George says, of course, I'm ready. Show me the money. And Class says, I'm ready for the Browns football, not just the weather that comes with it. Back to the quick recap. Baker and Mark Wahlberg working out. Not really news, just something I had to talk about because, hey, everybody else is talking about it a little bit. So I figured I might as well too. I'm not really big on stuff like that, but I said I got to do it. Everybody else is talking about it. But they were working out because Baker's getting married and all that great stuff. Yeah, so I figured I would talk about it too. OBJ speaks out on the Giants. Don't know how you guys feel about that, but I love it. Hey, talk about it all you want. Get it out. It's like therapy, man. It's like therapy. Just talk about it. Get it out. Because I'm ready for you to roll. I'm ready for you to prove the haters wrong, and I love your visor. Keep doing your thing. Browns fans sixth worst in the NFL according to a random study for some guy in his office with his laptop because he is smart. So he says, you know what? The Browns fans stink, he says. We are sixth worst in the NFL. Oh my goodness. I just don't understand anymore what is with people. I thought I had his name in here, but I guess I didn't. Yes, the Emory University School of Business and Professor Dr. Michael Lewis. I knew I had the name somewhere. I was looking for it, but I didn't want to look all day. Dr. Michael Lewis. So, hey, if your name is Dr. Michael Lewis, I guess you know something. But he says we are the sixth worst NFL. So, I mean, what gives him the... Whatever. I guess because he's a doctor. But that's here nor there. Anyways, Dr. Michael Lewis. Just be a doctor. Dr. Michael Lewis. Nick Chubb, top 10 running back for sure. Yes, he is. There is no, you always can debate, but there is no debate about it. Nick Chubb is a top 10 running back. King Al says still here and heard all three. Woof. Yes, appreciate you. King Al. Yes. George says Clyde enjoy it during the winter here in Atlanta. It stays in the 70s. George, you just made me stop talking. You put the show on stop in the 70s, and this show is moving to Atlanta immediately. Enjoy the winter? George, my guy, 70? You put the show on halt. When I seen that comment, 70, I am moving the show. I see why you want football to start. It ain't never cold. I would want football to start too. Okay, sorry guys. Off on the rant about oh man, that just threw me off. Nick Chubb, top 10 running back. George got 70s in Atlanta in the winter. Wonder why he doesn't care what time football starts. His weather is great regardless. Myles Garrett, Olivier Vernon, Pro Football Focus, third best tandem in the NFL at getting to the quarterback. Can't wait to see them two meet at the quarterback, see who dances first, see who gets the full sack, do their thing. I mean, that's my thing. I like seeing who dances first. I don't know about y'all, but I like to see that. Who's going to dance first? Who's going to do their thing? Pro Football Focus. See, they have things that I agree with. See, they said, hey, Pro Football Focus right there. That's good. Go ahead, Pro Football Focus. You learn from your mistakes. And last but not least, back to Pro Football Focus. Browns ranked 18th roster. and then you do that. Then you ruin a good thing by doing that, Pro Football Focus. But it's all good. I take it as let's use it as a motivation. Let's take it as a chip on our shoulder. Let's go out and prove everybody wrong. Let's stay together, Browns Nation. Everything Browns Nation here. Voice of the fan. George says that bonehead is here in Atlanta, has no idea about football. He works for Emory University, which has no football team. And George knows him. See, George, you just giving me all this information. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, he is a bonehead. Look at him, just in his laptop typing up nonsense. But that's okay. And then you got Pro Football Focus with that. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Everything Browns Nation. I'll say it once again. Live on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification button. Like, share it to every Browns fan that you know. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. If you rock with me for an hour, 10 minutes, 20, 35, 2, 1, 60 seconds. That's a minute. Same thing, 40. But you get the gist of it. I appreciate all your comments. Aaron says, I'm ready for some Browns football. I just seen that one. I must have missed that one. But I appreciate everybody who is in the comments today. I am ready for Browns football just like you guys are. Let's get it rolling. I will see you guys next Sunday, 12 o'clock p.m. on YouTube. I will see you guys next Sunday, 12 o'clock YouTube. I'm Corey Boyd. I appreciate all you guys. I will see you next week. Have a good week. Be good. Be safe. Go Browns. I will see you guys next week. Aaron says, I was here for the whole show. Appreciate you, Aaron. George says, on, Clyde, make the move. That's the last comments. Had to get it out. I'll see you guys next week. Have a safe week, and I'm out. Yeah.